Okay, let's talk about my e-bike setup for GrabFood delivery in 2023. Let's go. As usual, we have dismantled most of the things. This is going to be a very simple setup. There will only be 3 setups for you to do. So the first one is the rear rack, a very simplified one that comes without legs or whatsoever. Very easy to install, I'll show you guys later. And then the second one will be a very different kind of bag that I will be using. This is actually from Decathlon. I will elaborate more in a while later. And then the third one, lastly, will be JiMove front pouch from JiMove. So you'll be installing 3 of these things. Very simple setup. Let's start with the rear rack. To start, centralize the rack, lock it in place. There will be 2 screws to mount the rack. I lost one of it. Make sure your rubber pad is in place and mount the rack to the seat post. You may need one friend to help you with it. Allen key tighten all the 4 screws and you are done. And we are done with the setup. As you can see, this is definitely super firm as compared to the quick release one, even if it doesn't have the support. And the next thing we'll be going for will be the delivery bag. To mount the bag, simply put it on top of the rack and clips the 4 clips onto the rack and you're done. How simple is that? And lastly, JiMove front pouch. But as you can see, it's all Velcro. To mount the front pouch, simply Velcro it to the handlebar and you're done. Okay, and we are done with the setup. As you can see, it's super simple. I think any of you guys will be able to do it. And for the ring bell and the phone holder, I actually just transfer it over from my bicycle setup. You can check out that video for more information. And for the rest, because it's an e-bike, it actually already have the front and rear light and the speedo and odometer. We do not need to install any of that. And let's finally talk about my delivery bag. So this bag is from Decathlon. It's a 40-liter capacity pannier bag. It's 20-liter on each side, which actually can fit lots of things. In fact, I would say it's almost the same size as my GrabFood bag. So yeah, it can fit a lot. So this bag is actually fully detachable. As you saw, it just mounted by 4 clips. You can just easily detach it, and also fully collapsible and very compact, which means you can still very easily fold the e-bike and trolley push it at ease without hindering the folding process, which is great. I dare say this is probably the only 40-liter setup that you can bring to a train and to anywhere in Singapore for food delivery, and probably the biggest reason why I get this bag. And best of all, it does not even look like a delivery bag, so which means you can actually use it for like any other purpose, grocery, leisure, long distance cycling, whichever you want. This bag just doesn't shout, I am a food delivery rider to the world, so which is great. I fully recommend this bag, but one caveat is it doesn't have the thermal inside. You can either use a Food Panda, the small Food Panda bag, which will fit very nicely, or you can just customize something to thermalize this bag. So some question that you guys may ask is this setup even durable? The rear rack does not have support legs and the bag is supported by 4 clips. Is it durable? So I've been using for like almost 2 years, no issue so far. I even took like 2 heavy Food Panda holders, no issue, it just worked like a champ. But one thing to note, you have to tighten the screw every once in a while on the rear rack because it just loosens over time due to vibration, so do take note of that. Another thing to note is do not mount normal delivery bag on this rack, it will snap. Another question will be why I don't mount it directly to the e-bike rack. So I can show you guys right now. So if I remove it and put it here instead, as you can see, it's really low. There won't be enough clearance and probably you will hit the curb and gonna mess up the foot. But if you're using a bigger e-bike or bicycle, you probably can just directly mount onto the e-bike or bicycle rack itself, keeping this rear rack setup process. And lastly, I want to talk about security.
Brother, why you steal my bike? Why you steal my bike?
So if you guys have followed the delivery Facebook group or the Telegram group chat, you probably have heard of people going around places and stealing e-bikes and all.
This is my bike, okay? This is my bike.
Which is fucked up. Food delivery is already like a hard-earned money, and yeah, this a-hole coming here to steal our e-bike, which sucks. So please do make sure you have some form of security to your e-bike. You can get a bicycle lock or a alarm or a GPS tracker. So what I'm using is a number pad bicycle lock, so I don't have to deal with the keys or whatever. It's probably like $8 or $10, and somewhere in my e-bike there's a AirTag inside it. Obviously it's for GPS tracking, so even if you lost your e-bike, you will still have a chance to tracking back, and this costs about $30. So $40 to secure your 1 to 2K and above e-bike to have a peace of mind. It's a no-brainer. Please do get it. That's pretty much it. This is my e-bike setup for GrabFood delivery to anywhere in Singapore in 2023. Very simple setup, I would say. You do not need extra delivery rack, no cable tie, no nothing. Very simple setup. Any of you guys will be able to do it. Total damage, I would say, is about $100. I probably will list it down in the description down below. You can check it out where to get and buy all the items over here. Okay, and that's all about what I want to say. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Ciao, bye. There's actually a new version of the bag. It's pretty much the same, but it looks a bit nicer. Okay, if you enjoyed the video, do like and subscribe, and do check out other videos. Bye.